Welcome to Blade HQ, everybody, and happy Cinco de Mayo. It is a beautiful Monday morning, and we have a ton of awesome knives to talk about.
It does. I'm so excited. Let's first start out with our sponsor. You want to tell us about Heretic?
Yeah, so Heretic Knives is based out of Vero Beach, Florida, and they make some of the world's best autos.
Yes.
And honestly, their manual game is really good too.
Yeah.
They're one of those no-holds-barred companies, you know?
It's true. Yeah, they use tons of super high-end premium materials, so you know they will not skimp on anything that you're buying from them. And they have tons of cool designs recently. If you see some of the cell-shaded stuff, that's all Heretic.
Money. So good looking.
Yeah, lots of cool standout pieces from them, and they do an amazing job.
Yep, definitely heirloom quality blades. So if you're looking for something, especially in the more tactical side, Heretic, well, you can't do better. There's probably a few brands out there that are as good, but you can't do better than Heretic.
It is true. They do good tactical stuff.
Yep. So thank you for sponsoring us, Heretic Knives. And if you happen to be in the live every Monday at noon Mountain Standard, we do a giant giveaway with a bunch of cool knives. And this time, it's the Heretic. So if you want to get in on the giveaway, join us in the live next Monday at noon Mountain Standard. But with that, let's talk knives first.
Well, actually, George.
Oh, wait. We have news?
We do. Okay. So we're actually running a Mother's Day sale right now.
Right.
Running from today the 5th until the 11th, which is Sunday, I believe, Mother's Day itself. If you guys make any purchases, there's a ton of cool stuff on sale there. If you want to buy it for your mom, I'm sure she'd love it if she's into knives. If not, you know, you could do a little shopping for yourself or maybe another female knife lover in your life. But we're doing some cool promos. We're doing the QSP Penguin free, I believe $165 or more.
Just get an extra free
Throw
knife
in one
on
of
the top.
those. Knife for you, knife for her, maybe. And then also the coin giveaway. So if you guys have seen our Flip It Again coin, we're doing that. With every purchase, I believe $40 or more, you will get the coin.
And that's while supplies last.
Yes.
So we've seen coins run out before. So
Yes, and you have to pick one or the other. So unfortunately, you can't use two promo codes, but just want to throw that out there. And then we're also doing a pretty sweet Mother's Day giveaway.
yeah, big old sweepstakes style thing. I think you just gotta sign up for Blade Club and you're entered, but every purchase you make during the sale is another entry.
Exactly. So you can check that out on our website or on social media. You'll find all the information for that.
Yeah, so it's a great week at Blade HQ.
It is. We got a lot going on. But yeah, let's jump into these.
Yeah.
Okay, George, I'll give you that guy.
All right, so this is the Protek and Vero Knives Synapse Auto. So we've seen these before. This one's a new model that has this green linen micarta, which might be the first green linen or like linen micarta I've seen on a Protek.
I know. I love the way it looks. I think it's super sleek, but it still gives premium. Obviously, you're getting Protek and Vero, both very premium companies. And I love, I think on the other one they had a mother of pearl button on that with the micarta, but this one's just the black, matches the blade. Looks really clean.
Kind of feels like a user a little bit.
Yeah.
And then on the back, we do have the classic Vero Engineering pocket clip, as well as the pass-through lanyard hole. So it doesn't put a hole through your knife in the front, but if you want to throw a lanyard on there, it's going to be great.
Yep.
And what I love here is we have this little cutout. And what that does is, on a folding Vero, that's so you can flick.
Right.
But what I like here is it puts a little bit of the mass further out towards the tip.
Yeah.
And it makes the knife just kick just a little bit harder.
Oh, absolutely.
Super fun.
As any Protek does.
Yep, some of the best autos in the biz.
Yeah, and this one does have Magna Cut blade steel as well, if you couldn't see that.
And this one goes for $315 at bladehq.com right now.
And I believe these are not going to hang around very long. So.
They never do. They're kind of some of those more luxury pieces that Protek tends to make in smaller batches. So if you like that one, I'd act fast.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yep. And then up next, we have the Protek Morax. You guys know and love this one already, but we have a black handle on this one, as well as the blue handle that you've also seen with the milling.
And when I was building links for the description, this black one was selling fast.
Really?
So it might already be gone, honestly. So I would go pick it up sooner than later. But I like that blue one with the fancy pattern on there.
I know, it looks so good. I love their milling. It has like the hexagonal type pattern, and these both have Magna Cut blades. Very well done, very fidgety. These things are so smooth, as Protek does.
Their button lock manuals are unmatched. They are the best in the business.
Right.
Very, very nice indeed. Those ones are going for $280.
Okay.
And then next up we have...
Speaking of button lock.
Yeah, TR3 Integrity. I will tell you, this knife came in today and I am immediately smitten. I am in love with it.
I know, you walked over, you're like, make sure this one doesn't go back to VA.
That one's gonna be mine. Which is funny, I have to I have to beg the wife. But it's Mother's Day week. I can't be like, hey, honey, can I buy a knife? I can't do that.
I might have to wait a week.
Might have to wait a week or two. But
it is a beautiful knife.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with the green.
yeah, that green aluminum is so good. Type 3 hard coat anodized, CPM S35 VN on the blade. And this thumb stud is so good.
It is.
If you ever get a chance to hold one of these in your hand, you will experience the perfect thumb stud on the TR3 Integrity.
It is very nice. It sticks out just enough for your thumb to grab on. It has a bunch of milling in it, so it really feels like it's gaining traction in your thumb. So it lets you push it out nice and fast. I mean, that action is so smooth. I have the blue version here, just as clean as the green.
Yep.
But I mean, the green one, that's calling my name as well.
Yeah, I got the relic texture, and the TR3 Integrities also have a deep carry pocket clip, so a little bit more everyday carry friendly for you out there. It's really nice.
It is.
Super good indeed. And they're going for $270, so not a terrible price either for a USA-made knife of
Great
its
materials.
quality. Yep, speaking of USA-made EDC knives.
Yes, Chris Reeve's small Sabenza.
Yeah, just got a giant restock of these. So if you've been eyeing a Sabenza, I know that Chris Reeve has been really struggling to keep up with demand because they have really exacting standards of performance. Apparently what I've seen is their tolerances are tighter than what they use in airplanes in the military.
Wow.
So, you know, pressurized cabins, missiles, everything. These are tighter tolerances.
These are more. That's funny.
Yep, and because of that, they've been really drying up. People are buying them so fast, but we just got a fairly sizable stock. So if you've been eyeing a small Sabenza, I would hop on that now.
Yeah, these are very good.
Yep, going for $425.
Okay, a grail knife right there.
Yep, and then next up we have a new model from Vost.
Yeah, I'm liking these. I think these are called the Valhund, correct?
The Valhund? I don't know. It sounds very Nordic. If you guys are out there and know how to pronounce that and what it means, let us know.
Yeah, but these are super sweet. We got, this one's a full titanium build out. It has S35 VN blade steel. Very cool, almost Bowie-like blade. Love the way that looks.
These are a Ray Laconico design. So Ray is one of my favorite designers because he does a very good job of making something that is both distinctly his, but also very clean.
Yes.
And like, my goodness. I mean, my favorite gentleman's knife right now is the Artisan Revel.
Yeah,
And
that's
this
a good one.
is definitely barking up the same tree, same designer, but man, I love this like FDE and black combo they do.
I know, it looks so good. It's like, I think they were doing this, Vost was on the parallel as well. It's almost like a purpley brown, and it looks so good.
Very nice. It also looks good in direct sunlight. Sometimes with knives, like in studio lighting like we have here, and master photographers like Sarah here, they make any knife look incredible.
Thanks, George.
But something about that coating looks good in any light, no matter how direct, indirect, shady, bright, whatever.
Right, and I will say, I was messing around with this knife, and I brought it to Mercedes in the storefront, and we both could not get over how freaking smooth these things are. Oh my goodness, the action on them is fantastic. I mean, we're talking drop shut. Those are fantastic knives to throw in your pocket.
Yeah, I gotta say, of all the brands that kind of came from moderate obscurity into the absolute limelight for me this year, Vost.
See, I got one in my pocket right now, the raccoon.
How about that?
Obsessed with them.
Yep, very nicely done. That guy goes for $179, so not a bad price for a tie frame lock.
Pretty good, I like it.
Yep, and then next up, new from Tactile Turn.
Yeah, these are sweet. These are the, I believe they call it the 18-bit, or is it 16-bit?
16-bit.
16-bit pens.
Yep, and these ones are the side clicks. And what I think is super fun is to sort of stick with the video game theme, the eject button is next to it.
Yeah, it looks super cool. It's reminding me of the very old Nintendo that you'd play. It was like the very first Mario ever. Not the 64.
NES?
Yes, that
Or
one.
the SNES? I don't know.
Oh, it was so good. But it looks just like it, like the coloring of the console and all that. But these come in 3 different sizes.
And some video game nerd out there is going to tell me otherwise. I'm pretty sure the NES was 8-bit, the SNES was 16-bit. So,
I couldn't tell you that much.
yeah, and then the 64, N64 was 64-bit.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Yes. Kind of fun. But these are a lot of fun, and the side click is great. And what I'll mention here is, from the look of it, you would assume this is plastic, because these colors are very common in plastic. You would be wrong. These are really nicely, I want to say Cerakoted titanium.
Yes, they're beautiful.
So it has all the heft that you like, that gives you the really smooth writing experience you come to expect from Tactile Turn. Very tactile, clicky action.
Yes.
And these come stock with a Pilot G2 inside.
Yeah, these are good. These, I mean, I'm not much of a pen nerd. I know you love pens.
I do love pens.
But I tried writing with these. They're so smooth, and I do love the click.
I will tell
so
you,
convenient.
I'm a bit of a fountain pen man myself. And
You
apparently
are.
they're working on one. But when it comes to just straight ballpoint or rollerball pens, nothing is more comfortable to write with than a tactile turn. Just the
nice.
subtle machining marks in the barrel are so good. Yes.
These are sweet. Collector's item for sure.
Yep. So hop on those. Those are limited edition, and they go for $149 in all 3 sizes.
Okay, pretty good.
Yep. Next up, we have the Benchade Intersect.
Yes.
And this one is the same as the Intersect you know and love. However, this one's got the serrated blade on partial serrations. So I think that this is a great knife for rescue sort of things because oftentimes when you're around water, first of all, if you spend too much time underwater, you die.
That's not good.
But you're also around a lot of like ropes, lines, fishing line, whatever. And that's stuff that can drag you down. And serrations do a very good job of chewing through that stuff. So throw this in your waders or in your pocket or whatever because this sheath is really great for pocket carry. Or you can flip the clip to the back and go belt carry if that's your speed.
Absolutely.
Or it's got these loops if you want to strap it to your arm or your leg if you're a wetsuit kind of guy.
Yeah, that's
or gal.
A lot of ways to use it. And I will say this clip is crazy good. The retention is fantastic. I mean, that thing really digs into your pants that you're clipping it to, so you'll be able to pull that knife out with ease, no problem.
Don't have to push off the sheath or anything.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, these ones go for $200 even. Benchade Intersect.
It is. It's a good little fixed blade.
Yep, and the sheath also, I'll mention this, it can work in either direction. So,
very good.
Lefties rejoice.
Makes it easy.
No need to replace. Yep, and then next up, we've got some new flavors of the Adira.
Yeah, these look really cool. There's the same build out as the other Adiras, and we'll have these on the table as well. Sorry, George.
Yep, you're good.
But these are a cool new blue coated blade with the black handle and a gray paracord.
They call it the Tempest Gray loadout, and I love that gray. I kind of wish we did a black blade here.
Like a full blackout almost.
Yeah, maybe we'll have to ask Benchade if we'll run an exclusive of that. That would
pretty
be
cool.
Slick. Yep. Paracord's kind of fun, and Magna Cut, same as you mentioned, same build out as you know, just new colorway.
Yeah, and these do also come in the serrated version of the black.
And they do?
Yes, I just didn't have them on the table. We'll show the serrated with the other guys.
Oh yeah, okay. So we have the serrated Adira and mini Adira as well.
Yeah.
And I don't know, normally I'm a plain edge kind of guy, but I think for a dedicated water knife, I think I might go serrations. What do you think?
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree. I think even if you're just someone who has a boat, throw it on your boat with you. If you need to cut some line or some rope or anything, fix up your boat, I say it's a good route to go as well.
Yeah, and also if you got a boat, just call.
We want to hang out. But yeah, these are awesome. Obviously, this one is a lot larger. If you are wearing pretty heavy-duty gloves, if you might be out on the ocean or the sea doing work on a boat, I think that's a good option. And the smaller one, I honestly wouldn't mind it even as an everyday carry, to be honest.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I think my hand might just be my hand is probably the biggest you would want to go. If you got a bigger hand, I usually wear a medium or a large on the glove size.
Yeah.
You might want to go with the full size, but it's a nice little carry, not bad at all.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll tell you though, I was just thinking, if I were one of those guys who lives in a dive bell for months at a time and works on deep water oil rigs,
this is your knife.
This would be the sickest knife to have in your pocket.
It is pretty cool.
Yeah, if you happen to be in a dive bell a mile underwater, let us know. I'd love to talk to you about this.
Exactly.
Yep, and then next up from Spyderco, but also kind of Fox, we have the Asenza.
Yeah, this is cool. So this, I believe, is based off the Fox Schnapps.
CHNOPS. You tell us how to say it.
Exactly, but Fox has the Schnapps, and it has the exact same handle as this and a similar blade shape, but obviously they're collaborating with Spyderco, so they added a little Spidey hole for you to give it a very distinct look.
And what I love is Spyderco knows how good Italy is at making knives. And so every year they do collaboration with, it's been a lot of Lion Steel, but this year they have Fox as well.
Yeah.
I think it's just so much fun. It's a love letter to the knife community. They respect each other, that they sort of combine the designs, the manufacturing, and everything.
Yeah, I love when our brands collaborate, like the Protek Vero. I think it's so cool to see two just awesome brands come together. Make something that people can recognize but also trust.
It's kind of like when you're scrolling through Facebook and then two friends that you know from very separate lives happen to get together and they get married. You're like, yay! Hey, look, I know both of these people.
Exactly.
Such a joyful moment. Yeah, so also keep an eye out because the Slim, which is the spiderized version of the Lion Steel Skinny is coming out.
Yes, I liked that one too.
That one's going to be super awesome. Yep, and then lastly, we have a new model from CJRB called the Sasaya?
Saya, yeah.
Yeah, I was looking up what that meant. Apparently, that word exists in a bunch of different languages. But the one I think it is apparently it refers to the leaf of a special kind of bamboo.
Okay.
And this kind of has a leaf-shaped blade, you know?
Who's
a little
giving
bit.
papaya?
Papaya.
So I knew it had something to do with like nature, but
Yeah, but a very organic blade shape. It almost reminds me of the old Lum designs with their
yes,
nice,
I could see that.
deep, sweeping blade. A very thin blade and a tall flat grind. This is going to be a slicing champion, too.
Yeah, this is very CJRB coded. I'll say, I mean, it looks exactly like their Echoes and the Pyrites. It has the same framework to it, but they're obviously changing the blade shape and a few other designs.
Same excellent button lock action as well.
And I love the thumb hole instead of a thumb stud. I think it's really smooth.
Yeah, I'm a thumb hole man because thumb holes do a really good job of not getting in the way. Like if you're slicing an apple and you hit a thumb stud and
You
then
have to like move around
ka-chunk
it. Exactly.
or whatever. Yep. This is going to be super nice for that. And because of that blade, you also get a lot of belly, like if you're going to rock against the table or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, very well done, CJRB. Once again, they've been killing it lately with their
They
button
have.
locks.
I know. I love this stuff. And again, a lot of their things don't break the bank. I don't think these are too bad.
These go
these
for
are.
$179. I don't know if they're too bad. They're RPM 9, so it's their RPM 9. It's not the new stuff.
Okay.
But you're getting a titanium scale and your
That's why.
favorite flavor of scale. I want to say this one's wood.
I don't know the exact
Cocobolo,
name.
maybe? No, it's too light to be Cocobolo. I don't know my woods that well.
But yeah, with the titanium, it does give a little bit of heft, if you will, to the handle. So you'll feel like you got something pretty premium in your hand with these.
Yes, I like it a lot. And for all of you botanists out there, I think it's a great pick.
Absolutely.
Well, that's all the knives we have on the table.
Sweet. We did a good job.
Yep. Well, thank you all for joining us this marvelous week for New Knives. We hope you have a great time eating Americanized Mexican food tonight.
Heck yeah.
And thank you once again to Heretic for sponsoring this video.
Yeah, we hope you guys had fun. I know we did, and we will see you on the next one.